This morning at 6:34 in the morning, Santa Clara County Communications Center received multiple 911 calls regarding a shots fired call located at the area of 101 West Younger Avenue in the city of San Jose. This building is a Valley Transportation Authority, VTA, transit building, and houses a VTA control center at that building. The information that we have so far is we do have multiple victims, and we have multiple victims ranging from fatalities and multiple major injuries at this point. We do have a suspect that is pronounced deceased at this point. I won't go into information about identity information. That will be released by the Santa Clara County Coroner's Office at this point. This is still an active and ongoing investigation. The Sheriff's Office activated our Santa Clara County active shooter protocol, where we activated multiple law enforcement agencies and fire department agencies in the surrounding county to assist with this incident. This is still a fluid and ongoing incident, and we're trying to figure out everything, what transpired and what exactly happened to this point. But again, this is still ongoing, and we're still trying to gather the information of what exactly happened at this point. Right now, with numbers, I can confirm with you at this point that there are 8 victims that are pronounced deceased at this point, and there's 1 suspect that's pronounced deceased. This is still ongoing, like I said. The numbers can change, okay? So this is still a fluid and active, ongoing investigation. We have all the resources out here from city, county, and federal agencies out here, including the FBI and the DA and Homeland Security out here to assist with this investigation. So again, we have a lot of resources out here. Ourselves, we're trying to figure out what exactly happened, what's going on. We received information that there are explosive devices that are located inside the building. That being said, we activated our bomb squad, which is currently out on scene and trying to determine, pretty much we're trying to clear out every room and every crevice of that building to ensure that the public safety is rest assured if we open up that building later on in the near future. So that being said, getting the information out to all of you is going to be a little bit fluid and dynamic. It's going to take some time for us just to go in there and render the area safe so we can have investigators go in on scene to determine, collect evidence, and then gather all the information that we can at this point. We do have a reunification center located next to me. It's going to be over at 70 West Heading, over in the city of San Jose. It's going to be over at the Isaac Newton Auditorium. If you have any family member that you're trying to reach out or gather any type of information, we ask you to call our Santa Clara County Communications line, which is 408-299-2311. Again, 408-299-2311. This is still active, ongoing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to route this over to our Sheriff Lori Smith, who will speak very briefly on this incident, and then we're going to move on to the next person from there.
Sergeant, about the 8, does that include the gunman or no?
I'm sorry, say that again?
8 people, does that include the gunman?
So the 8 victims is 8 victims, including, and there's a 1 suspect as well, so that's 9 altogether.
So it's 9.
So there's 9.
Oh.
8 victims, there's 8 casualties from victims, and then 1 suspect casualty at this point as well.
What is the building that they're explosive?
Is there a second scene?
So the building that they're at is 101 West Younger Avenue, is a Valley Transportation Authority hub center. It's a control center, and that's where they're at this point.
Fire? No, the fire. There's a fire scene.
The fire, we're still ongoing, and we're trying to figure out exactly, if there's connection or any information at that point, so we're still trying to gather that information.
There was ammunition found inside this.
I don't know. I'm trying to get that information at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to route this over to Sheriff Lori Smith. She's going to speak very briefly. Okay.
First of all, this is an active investigation, and there are many, many components that we're continuing to discover. We mentioned the Victim Unification Center. It's in the building right next to you. Please, please have respect for the victims' families right now. There's still a lot to be done. We appreciate San Jose PD was with us immediately going into the building, and our teams showed exemplary behavior, what they're trained to do while the shots are still being fired. Our teams with San Jose PD are entering the building while shots are still going off. We attempted rescues, and it's uncertain where that is right now. We don't want to take a lot of questions. We'll give you all the information that we can give you as it comes known, but we really don't want to speculate right now. So we appreciate your coverage of this, and my heart goes out to the family and to the victims. I'm just so sorry. It's a tragic situation, and we have some very brave officers and deputies. Thank you.
Sheriff, if there are explosive devices in that
No, it's pretty remote. We have the area cordoned off. Our law enforcement is there, and we know which building.
How many explosive devices do you think there may be?
Right now, we're not certain. We're still searching, and again, there's a lot of other components
But
to this.
you found at least one, which leads you to believe there are more.
Yeah.
So we have explosive devices information that is on the building, so we're going to use all the necessary resources to ensure. The biggest thing is we want to ensure public safety. So that's our number one priority right now. So right now we're trying to render everything safe if there are any type of suspicious devices, and then we'll go along with our investigation right there.
And our bomb dogs alerted on it, and we're able to locate. So, but again, we're giving all the information we can right now, and we will continue to provide updates as it goes along. So thank you for your patience, and we'll get to you as soon as we have
Sheriff,
information.
can you tell us anything about the fire at the house?
I think that San Jose PD is working on that, and we'll see if we can get San Jose to make some comments on that.
We knew how the shooter was stopped.
I'm not sure of that information right now, and that's information we're not releasing at this point.
Can you tell me how the shooter was stopped? Did he take his own life, or did one of your deputies?
It's undetermined at this point.
How did the shooter get inside?
Again, I don't want to take any more questions. I have one real quick one from here.
So really quick, I will confirm you that it is a VTA employee. The suspect is a VTA employee. That's all the information I give you. It's still developing, and we're still trying to ongoing the investigation. We're trying to figure out what happened.
So that explains how he was able to get in, because he was already an employee.
Potentially in that case. And also to confirm with you, it is a light rail yard. That's for this VTA building as well. And in regards with the bomb information, the suspicious devices, we're using all the resources that we can, from using our robots, x-ray devices and whatnot, and with conjunction with federal agencies, we have resources out there to figure out what's going on.
But you believe he brought in the devices?
We don't have, I don't know. We're still, again, this is all preliminary. We're trying to get that information. So next I'm gonna introduce you to Glenn Hendricks. He is the Valley Transportation Authority president for the board.
Hello. As we've all seen, there's a horrible event that has happened, a terrible tragedy, significant loss of life, which is just horrible for our VTA family. Our thoughts and love goes out to the VTA family, to the employees who were at the yard, and everyone else who is a VTA employee and their family members. I do have a number to give out. This is for VTA employee and family members only. 408-321-7550. Again, this is for VTA employees and VTA family members to be able to call 408-321-7550. I just want to say how proud I am of our VTA family, the stress that they're going through, the friends and family that they know. This has just been a terrible event for them. I also want to say that our light rail service will be stopping at noon today. We'll be putting in place a bus bridge to continue to provide service to our county residents. As has been mentioned, the reunification center is inside. I've been in there talking with different employees. It's just very difficult for everyone to be able to try and wrap their heads around and understand what has happened. And I just want to say again, I'm so sorry for what's occurred, but I'm very proud of our VTA employees. Thank you.
How many of your employees are hospitalized?
I don't have any of that information right now.
Can you say how long the suspect has been working with VTA?
I don't have any of that information right now.
What was there an event of any kind going on? A gathering?
A meeting?
So next we're going to introduce President Mike Wasserman. He is for the County Board of Supervisors.
Thank you all for being here. I'm here on behalf of the Santa Clara County Board of Supervisors. Along with me is Supervisor Cindy Chavez. I'm just so in shock that something like this happened in Santa Clara County. And my heart and prayers go out to all the family and friends of the 8 VTA employees that passed away this morning. I've ordered the flags to be lowered to half-mast in order to honor the people that have passed today. And I hope each and every person that is listening to this broadcast includes these 8 people in their prayers tonight. Thank you very much, Supervisor Chavez.
So first I wanted to say my heart is just really broken for these families. And I just want to remind everybody that these folks were heroes during COVID-19. The buses never stopped running. VTA didn't stop running. They just kept at work. And now we're really calling on them to be heroes a second time to survive such a terrible, terrible tragedy. At the county, we are providing counseling services for all of them through our Behavioral Health Services Department. In addition to that, the District Attorney's victim witness folks are helping support the families through this tragic time, and the individuals who were part of the, really of the chaos and who witnessed this horrific crime. I wanted to say a very special thank you to San Jose PD and really our Sheriff's Department for being on site right away and supporting the members of our VTA family. I just also want to acknowledge that the union leadership, ATU, IFPTE, and SEIU, who are here supporting their members, and we've received national requests and offers for help and support at this time. Thank you.
So I know I mentioned earlier that we have federal agencies assisting with this investigation. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, is out here. I'm going to introduce a special agent in charge, Craig Fair, from the San Francisco office of the FBI.
Thank you. My name is Craig Fair. I'm the special agent in charge of the San Francisco division of the FBI. I'd like to first off offer my condolences to the families, the victims, VTA family, and the city of San Jose in the wake of this very tragic event. The FBI's role in this investigation is to provide assistance to the Santa Clara Sheriff's Office, to provide evidence response resources. It is a fairly sizable crime scene and is going to take a while to process. So I would ask everybody's patience while we do that. We are also providing victim services, which will also assist with not just the families, but also the reunification process going forward. We will remain here as long as we can provide assistance and as it is needed. I would also like to commend the first responders and the officers who played a key role early in this in responding to victims that were located inside the crime scene. Thank you.
Could you spell your name for us?
Craig Fair, C-R-A-I-G, F-A-I-R.
Next, I'm going to have Raul Perales, as a San Jose City Council member, is going to speak.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. This is just extremely tragic. Hearing about this in the morning at 7 a.m., waking up, was devastating. And I think fearing the worst, and that's what we're hearing now, that is coming true. A number of individuals that have been killed. And it personally hits close to home for me. I have a friend who I'm still waiting on his status, that we've been close friends since middle school, and I know his wife is, I've been in communication with her. She's on her way down right now and trying to find out more information. And so just not even knowing that info is devastating, and I can understand how so many families are feeling right now, friends, loved ones, individuals, when an incident like this happens, and when it happens here close to home, that affects us so much more deeply because of the individuals that we know, we love, we work with, our friends and loved ones. It's just extremely tragic, and our thoughts and prayers, my thoughts and prayers are with everybody at the moment. Thank you.
Last but not least, we're going to have Mayor Sam Licardo with the City of San Jose speak.
Thank you. This is a very dark moment for our city and for our community, but we have already seen how people are pulling together in this very, very tough time. As Supervisor Chavez reminded us, these are and were essential workers. These VTA employees helped us get through this horrific pandemic. They were showing up every day to operate light rail and buses to ensure people could still continue to go about their lives amid all the challenges of the pandemic, and they were taking risks with their own lives in doing so. Similarly, our San Jose police officers and sheriff's deputies responded immediately Obviously, we'll learn more through this investigation about what exactly happened and how, but I can't help but think that they may well have saved more harm from happening. And of course, we've got a crew of counselors already hard at work supporting families and loved ones who are struggling with such awful trauma in this moment. We're going to pull together, we're going to continue to work together and support our families, loved ones who have lost so much through this tragedy. We're going to continue to provide more information as this investigation unfolds. Thank you.
Does anyone have any information about how many people were wounded in this?
So we're going to wrap everything up. Again, this is still fluid and ongoing. We're trying to get as information as we can for all of you. So at 1:30, we're going to reconvene, and then we'll give you an update from there. 1:30 at this location.
On the number of wounded?
Update just on the whole investigation if we have anything new. 1:30, we're going to meet up here. Okay. Thank you all. We're doing the investigation. We're trying to determine what we have. We'll see you all at 1:30.